A couple of weeks ago, the students in Randy Hubbard's cold case class got the chance to publicly present their findings in their most recent investigation. These students have been researching their cases for the entire school year. Although this process can be time-consuming, the students feel a sense of service when getting to reveal their findings.
It was more about making a difference for the families that they want an answer, and they've been needing an answer for a long time. There's a reason why their victims' cases have gone cold, and it was just more about making a difference for the families and helping out the families and bringing more light to these cases. So kind of thinking about all the court cases that we would have to sift through was kind of like a second thought. It was just kind of like well, it's going to be worth it at the end.
Mr. Hubbard's students have been able to investigate legitimate cases. Last year, Hubbard students dug deep into the Caitlin Markham murder case. After going unsolved for 11 years, Butler County prosecutors charged Markham's fiancé with the murder. For Hubbard, this brought some closure to a case that his students have been investigating.
Seeing the Caitlin Markham case come to a point where they're going to take somebody to court is really important. It's kind of exciting to see how a case really has gone through all this time, and now they're arresting somebody, and it's just kind of ironic that we were working on that one last year. Well, I think one of the big things, they were able to accomplish the idea of how to think critically of all the information that was available to them, and they were actually able to theorize or make an inference about the person that was actually arrested for the case. So they had an idea that he possibly was involved. And I think it's pretty neat to see that our students were thinking in that same light as the law enforcement and things like that.
Digging through court records and even interacting with law enforcement has been eye-opening for the cold case students.
Yeah, I think that this class, it did give me kind of an insight of how the justice system works, because you see it on TV shows a lot of the times, and I think you kind of get this one-sided mind of you're used to seeing it on a TV so many times where you think that's how it works in real life. But when you really sit down with the detectives that work on the case and they break it down, not break it down step by step, but they really tell you kind of how their investigative process worked, and what alleys they followed, kind of what leads they got, and what led them to where they went. You kind of see a whole different side than what you see on the TV side.
The final presentations for the students are not only a personal accomplishment, but they also take pride in knowing that they made a difference in the lives of those who are impacted by these crimes. You know
that you made a difference to someone's world. You know that you made someone get their closure that they deserve. And then seeing names and seeing articles in the news about kind of what we did and what we did to help. It's a proud accomplishment for us. We get to see all the work that we put in from the beginning of the year in August to now. It paid off, and it's seeing that difference. It boosts you up, and then knowing that you made a difference for a family, it also kind of gives you that extra kind of boost.
As the students concluded their final presentations and revealed their findings, Mr. Hubbard was proud of his students for tackling these challenging cases and ending their year-long project with this gratifying experience. I'm Alyssa Feinblatt, NBC News.